everybody and welcome to another round of testing here at Silverstone. We're here with the Group 3 drivers. Only one group remaining tomorrow. And we are here with a co-commentator. Welcome, Adam. Yeah, they will show off, and we already saw two amazing races, so hopefully it will be the same once again this evening. We have some good drivers. We also have a lot of new drivers in this group, so it's gonna be very eventful to watch them all. I'm sure they will try to improve, because that is what testing is all about. Making your pace, show us what you got, and then picking the right division, because we already saw some drivers going a little bit more slow than we expected. Yeah, I think both of them are possible, because it is possible that you try new things in a new season, and there is testing all about. But I also think a few drivers wants to be in a quite lower league or division, and maybe that's not the best thing to do. They are, and we have a full grid tonight, so that's amazing. Yeah, and I think we're gonna see a lot of battles, because that is what Silverstone is all about. Eventful racing. And I'm really looking forward to this one. 20 drivers fighting for the pole position and for that race win. Yeah, yesterday, uh, I think it should be possible around that time. I don't think we'll get the time that from yesterday, because that was a 26.0. That was unbelievably fast. I don't think we'll get into the 125, as you know, but I think we're gonna see some quite decent times today. I really think that. I think you need a really good setup, because I think that's the thing I struggled the most with Monday too. I didn't have a great setup. I didn't find a setup where I was fully comfortable, or I was too slow in the corners, or I was too slow on the straight. It was always something. But we are now here, waiting to the drivers to come out. Who will be the shadow Brittain of today? Who will be the first guy on track? Yeah, what do you expect strategy-wise? Do you expect some mediums to softs, or do you really think most of the people go for the fastest time possible in qualifying? And we have already almost all the people going out. We have a lot of people on track at the moment. I think the first one is G. Bogan. And I think that's a contender today for the win and for pole position at this point. He was unbelievably fast last week. Don't remember if he won. I can look it up if you give me a second. Oh mate, wait a minute, your voice isn't on share. So that's a setting you need to change, mate. So G. Bogan was third in qualifying last week. And
how did he do in the race?
P4. So
P4.
He is a good driver. That is for sure. And we have James Hookey once again with us. He is racing all 3 days. If he races tomorrow, he has the full practice of Brittain here.
That is a driver determined to get all the practice in for the coming season.
Yeah, he wants to be ready. And I think he is ready for our GP4 next season. Did you fix your voice chat, mate?
I did, yeah. Rookie mistake
Very
there
good.
again.
No problem. I also had to remind you of it. But we have G. Bogan on time lap in sector 2 here. Has to watch out because there are some guys in front of him, just like DJ Clarkson here. That was quite late to go out of the way, but I don't think he lost time there. G. Bogan with 1:3.5 at his sector 2 split.
So I'm currently watching Jay Fletcher in the I call it it used to be called the Force India. What is it called now?
The Racing Point.
Racing Point. There we go. Yeah.
Too.
Exactly. So he's coming down Hanger Straight now. 6:2 time 1:03.
1:27.3. I think that's already a decent lap. Who is the next one to cross the line? I think it's Fletcher.
So yeah, SFR Chopper goes second, 1:27.772. As we see more and more cars coming across the line now. Set times.
Fletcher has a good time, 1:27.0. Provisional pole position here for Fletcher. Who
Brilliant
is the next one
time.
to cross the line?
So
I think it's chain game, but he isn't gonna finish his lap.
he's gonna pit.
Next one to cross the line is Gamey Things, I think, in the Renault. He is on the medium tires, going quite slowly through the last sector.
Yeah, do you reckon he's just easing off, or he's just made a mistake somewhere?
1:28.8. That's not too bad on the mediums, but I think he was a little bit careful because it's not quite easy to do it in one lap on the mediums. We've seen already that they need a lot of warm-up.
Yeah, that is.
While Thomas goes a 1:26.4. Well, there we have it already. Wow.
Now me and you were discussing earlier about if what probably the provisional lap time could be for pole position, and you thought we wouldn't go below 1:26. Do you reckon that is possible now?
If they all can improve so much, I think it might be possible, but it's still 4/10 away.
That's true. We've got
as little.
just over 12 minutes to go. TTG Thomas currently provisional pole 1:26.429, set on the soft tyres. As I'm just watching DJ Clarkson, he's on his sector 1. I think he's doing his timed lap now. Let's just see how he goes through the first few corners.
We have Langfield in the last sector, but he is going back into the pits. I think one of the only ones then doing his time lap is DJ Clarkson.
A 27.7 sector 1 time, so he's going to try and increase the pressure now, going around into sector 2, trying to set it up ready for the final sector. try and get as much time as he can.
Sector 2 is one of the most difficult sectors of the whole season, I think.
Exactly, yeah, it's so technically tricky. Especially because you've got to get a set up as well, but you've also got to have the belief that you're going to make every apex in that chain.
Looks like he's really going for it.
It's just about to come up to the Sector 2 timing point.
Quite good.
It's a 104. It's a little bit down on others, but he could be challenging for a top 10.
He also is on the mediums, of course.
Yeah, well spotted. So that will, what's it, about a 1.1 second difference between mediums and softs?
Yeah, around 1 second. So if he can put around 127.5, I think he can have a good pace. It will be a 128.8 for DJ Clarkson. And look to Bullet Boy. He now is on the mediums, but he set his 127.9 on the hard tires. Wow. What a lap.
Just shows you they've got tons of talent in the locker. I'm just on board with TNR J Bogan. He's currently third at the moment. His first lap time was 127.359. Back on the softs on his out lap at the moment. I'm going to keep a watch on him and see what he can do in his coming time lap.
Yeah, there's no one on a time lap at the moment. So we're gonna follow G Bogan. Third last week in the qualifying. Can he do better this week? I think he has to try that. I think he has the possibility to go faster than this.
Yeah, that should be interesting. And do you reckon he should break into the 126?
I think that's really possible for him. But we're gonna look what he can do here. Going through the first sector here. Some quite fast corners.
So coming out of this corner, getting the traction down is important, but then it's only a slight little burst on the accelerate before you have to turn in again. He's going to go around this corner now, and then he will put the DRS on. On the straights, I would switch my ERS to overtake instead of hot lap. I don't know if other drivers do that.
Dantan going into P3 with the mediums, a 127.3.
So that would, if we say a second roughly for the tyre difference between medium and soft, that could be a 126. Yeah, he could be a challenger for pole. 9 minutes left of the session.
We have J Bogan now in one of the most difficult parts of this track. He's going for it.
He's got a bit of traffic in front of him.
What will its time be? He has 5/10 off on his time. That's what I talk about.
That's it, you called it right, you knew he had it.
Will it be fast enough to be a contender for pole position?
Oh, he's just ran a bit wide.
But you don't have a limit there. You can go as wide as you want. What can his time be? G Bogan will be a contender for pole position, a 126.8, putting it to P2 at the moment.
That is a brilliant lap.
Then we
but
have
can he go a bit faster?
At the moment. On a time lap, he is in sector 2. Can he improve his lap? Will he be a contender for pole position today? Racing point.
GFO Gasly goes across the line, moves from 6th to 4th position.
Very well done to Gasly. Fletcher is 2/10 up on his time. So that will be a close one between him and G Bogan for P2, I think.
Yeah, definitely very close. It's quite good to see how close the drivers are, though, in terms of time difference between the top, I'd say top 8. We've got a spinner in SFR Chopper. He's just gone off in sector 1. Just
26.7, putting him into P2.
Wow. Brilliant time. So Banksy is just finishing his out lap and starting his first time lap. He is currently P10, he's on the medium tyres, so we're going to just see how he goes along through the lap.
We also have Gamey now almost finishing his time lap. He is doing quite a good lap, he is improving quite a lot. Can he improve a lot of positions too? That's the question. He will put in a 127.6, but it's invalidated. Unlucky for him. who we have on a time lap. We have Banksy indeed. He is around 3 tenths up already.
Yeah, correction, I
Through
thought it was on
sector
the
1.
mediums, it is on the soft tyres, so just see what he can do going through sector 2 at the moment.
He can do a really fast lap if he already made up 3 tenths in the first sector. And the first sector isn't really a place you can take a lot of time.
Yeah, that's true. If you just brake a bit too early for one corner in that first sector, you can cost yourself up to about 4 tenths come the end of that sector.
Banksy, what is 4 tenths up?
Wow.
Around at 127.5 then, I think. You should put him around P5. What can you do through the last sector?
Here we go, coming up to the last few corners now. Make sure he gets braking point, make sure his traction's great out of the corners. Come up to the final corner, let's see what he can do for lap time.
Can
Goes
do
across as a 127.5.
P6
Wow.
for him at the moment.
6 tenths of a second, that's a great lap, but he was on the medium tyres with his other lap that he set the time on, so do you think 6 tenths of a second is whereabouts the time differences between the mediums and softs?
Yeah, I think it should be a little bit more. Maybe
Okay.
they're just putting some easier laps in, but we also have Thomas now on a time lap, provisional pole at the moment, and he is doing 1/10 faster than last lap. So it looks like he is going to improve that pole position time.
Now it's just the final tricky last sector. Let's just see if we can hold it together and keep. Oh, he's gone to the pits. Late call for that pit.
Maybe he wasn't up that much or something, or he invalidated his lap at the point. Do we have someone improving his lap? Don't think we have at the moment. Some people are out laps.
Yeah, looks like everyone's just coming out for the last final 5 minutes. Now, do we think anyone can challenge TTG Thomas for the pole position?
I think Bullet Boy has a possibility. He is now going on the soft tires, but he set a 127.9 on the hards. We're gonna look to his lap now. Can he be a contender for pole position? Can he remain his pace he had on the hards?
He's got a car behind him now. Could that affect a driver trying to put in a decent lap when you've got another car behind you so close? Does that put you off when you're
I think it
driving?
can put you on pressure a little bit. But
exactly,
also,
yeah.
You don't have to look to it, but you're always gonna do it.
Oh, of course, yes, exactly. And you end up being distracted through your time lap and maybe not get the best lap out of it.
Indeed. And my game's still saying he's on an out lap, but I really think he is doing a time lap at the moment. So I don't have the times for you, but it looks like he is really pushing it to the maximum.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is definitely not an out lap, even though the game is saying that.
He
Nicely
is
through the
going
corners
very
here.
fast. And I
About
think
to
he
come
also
on
wants a
to hang
possibility
straight.
for one more. We have
So he
3.5 minutes remaining.
So he is indeed switching between overtake like I would as well. So he's interesting little tips there that you can pick up from the drivers by watching the stream is simple. That can gain you a couple of tenths, especially on a straight like that. Coming into the last
really
corner.
fast. What can he do? Will it be a good time? What will it be? It will be a
Wow.
126.4
He's done it.
provisional pole position. And now he has to go to the pits again as soon as possible to get one final lap in. We have Gasly on our time at P5 at the moment, improving a little bit. Can the Haas driver puts himself in the places where he belongs?
Do you think he can get another lap? I think Bullet Boy might not be able to. Yeah, definitely. But it's a decent lap.
It is a very good lap. But it is very close to Thomas. And Thomas was improving around 1.5 tenths on his lap he cut off at the last point. We're gonna see if it is enough.
Definitely, we've got just over 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of the session. Top 6, all within a second of the provisional pole time. So we should see, hopefully, times improve. Maybe more towards the back.
He improved with 2 tenths, but he stays in P5, 126.9. And I think Danton is gonna stay in the pits. He did his time on the mediums, I don't think he's gonna do another one. We have
Here we
Thomas
go.
on a time
We
lap
got
too.
Yep, and we've got Jay Fletcher just about to start his time lapse. So the big guns are out. Are they going to be
Okay,
able to improve?
just gonna look where Thomas is. He has just started his lap 2. We also have Ryan Van Doom. He needs to improve his lap, I think. I think that's possible
Yeah,
for him.
P11 at the moment. Maybe should be, maybe 3-4 tenths quicker than that.
We're gonna look to it now. We have Thomas just ahead of Fletcher. Thomas is improving already 2 tenths
A
to
tenth,
sector 1.
Fletcher's a tenth up on his personal best time.
The moment still a difference of around 3-4 tenths between Thomas and Fletcher then, I think. Can Thomas become pole sitter here? Bullet Boy won't be doing another lap. So
Fletcher just had a bit of traffic. Fletcher had a bit of traffic on his time lap going around the old pit straight. Seems to have been able to overcome that, but he's going to go through the sector 2 timing point soon. And let's see if he's still up on his time.
Oh, James, watch out! James, watch out! No! Thomas has been holding up by James Hook. There is the pole position time gone.
Well, Jay Fletcher he's currently a tenth and a half down. He's a tenth and a half up actually on his personal best time. He's going to be challenging for, I'd probably say, second.
Can he be pole position? No!
Oh, he misses out, but he was still quicker.
P3, but Thomas was taking pole position. He was 3 tenths up on his time. And I think that's a little mistake. I think they both were on a time lap, to be sure. We're gonna see it. I think Hooky made a mistake there. And that's possible to do, of course. We have our Chain Game finishing his time lap. P9 at the moment. Can he improve that? What will it be for the Red Bull? It will be a 127.2, putting him to P6. What an amazing lap.
So just yeah, let's just see if he can. Let's see what he can do. He's going down the long hanger strip.
Oh, he's already 2 tenths down.
Oh no,
that's a lot.
I don't know. I don't think he can recover that.
We have Banksy improving a little bit.
Oh, and he's gone and he's spun.
Oh no.
He's spun the Williams there, coming out on the exit, went into the gravel. Unfortunate for him, that is the end of his qualifying session.
It is. And Banksy also crashing himself out, so that won't be an improvement. We have Hunter improving. And he finished into P9 with a 127.3. Look how close it is.
Got Fred in 15th. He's looks like he's set some good sector times. Yeah, he should be able to push himself top 10.
I think he is gonna push him. What can Frederick do? Can he be in the top 10? It will be a good time. A 27.6, but it's invalidated.
Oh no, that's a shame now.
Only Need for Speed, and he isn't improving his lap. So this will be the qualifying order. Bullet Boy taking pole position just in front of Thomas, but I think things will be set by Thomas. Don't think Thomas will be a happy man at the moment, but he still has every chance he needs in the race.
So going into the race, do you take a little bit extra fuel, or do you just run very light on the fuel?
Take extra fuel, mate. I always do that.
Yeah, I am the same.
Qualifying order, guys. Bullet Boy in pole position. Thomas in P2. It's Fletcher in P3. G Bogan in P4. Ghazi in P5. Chopper in P6. Jacob in P7. Denton in P8. Hunter in P9. Gamey in P10. Banksy in P11. Jankfiel on P12. Ryan Van Doom P13. Jonas in P14. Frederick in P15. Racing Porsche in P16. Proliver in P17. GJ Clarkson in P18. James Hook in P19. And Need for Speed in P20.
Interesting that NFR Dantan is on the mediums in the top 10, so that should possibly open up a interesting battle, maybe for the final podium position in the race.
It is. I think he has a good possibility to really take a podium spot here, but I don't know if it was worth the risk. I think he better did another lap on the soft and tried to take a better position. Because I don't really know if on 25% race if the switch strategy works to start on the
Yeah,
mediums.
I don't think starting on the mediums works on such a short race distance. On the 50%, yeah, it opens up a bit more, but it's just too tight. It's just the performance ain't there at the beginning of the race.
It is. Don't think it will worth it, but we're gonna see everything. If they all crash out in the front, it maybe will worth it. We have the drivers starting their formation lap now. What will it be around the strategy? We have Langfiel, Ryan Van Doom, Channes, Racing Porch, and of course Dantan on the mediums, and all the other guys went onto the softs. So we have no hards here, like we had yesterday, that didn't went good too, so it's normal that we haven't done. But maybe
So
thought we're gonna see some more mediums.
I think it's just going to be interesting to start the race with the top two on the grid. You know, there's nearly 300 meters from pole to turn one, so anything can happen, especially if you can get a bit of a tow going into turn one. But it's just going to be how is everyone going to funnel through that first corner without any contact.
And that is what you need to do. Don't make contact and avoid any contact. But if you avoid it, don't crash yourself, Senna. We have, looking at Langfield at the moment, we're going up on the water. People doing their formation lap, warming up their tires, their brakes, getting their car race ready. And we have, I think, a very good race within front of us.
Yeah, the top six in qualifying were within 1 second of the pole position time, so the top six looks like we're going to have a great battle going through the race, and also the midfield are very close as well. So we should have two battles going through the whole of the race, and hopefully it's some clean, hard racing.
That is the most important thing, that it stays clean. But yesterday was an amazing battle. Don't know if you saw it, but it was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good. A great statement for the league.
It was. But I think if it was a 50% race, both have been crashed, to be sure. We have the drivers now almost lining up once again to start 13 laps off Silverstone.
So this is the point when the car will be taken over by the computer to line you on the grid, and is this the point where maybe pressure starts to raise up for the drivers? Maybe is it just maybe finding the correct, like holding the correct revs for the launch control? Everything can alter a race start. It could be human error, or it could be a crash, or you could just get the best start possible and just go away and lead the race start to finish.
A good start will be one of the main factors today. We have the green flag waving. We're waiting till the red light goes on. I hope we don't have to wait a whole day.
Yeah, we're just a bit of a delay now. Just hopefully should be over pretty soon.
Just hope that the lobby didn't crash. It should be a disaster, because this is taking very long.
So as we
Maybe
wait
they don't
for the
try
race,
to switch on the lights. Let's hope that.
maybe they've just not paid their power bill. But as we wait for the race to start, if you go onto Facebook, go to Speed Force Racing, check us out, like the page, and even sign up to race. You're seeing what the drivers can do tonight. See what you can do. Sign up, and you could be racing with us very shortly.
Someone on the stream saying it's the glitch again, probably. Racing Porch, it's a problem with Racing Porch. So Racing Porch, if you're watching the stream, I don't want to say it, but maybe it's a problem with you, with your connection. So maybe you'll have to leave, mate. I think that's a problem, because I think Racing Porch is a host.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to maybe leave and allow the session to carry on.
I think Racing Porch, if you're in the stream, or if you have anything of that you can hear us, I think the best thing you can do is leave. And I think the problem will be solved. And of course it's not nice for you, but the problem is on your side, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Or if Racing Pod's friends are out there, go round and throw his PlayStation out the window so we can get started. Just a bit of a too much of a long wait. Hopefully we should be
It
getting
is.
going soon. Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Oh,
Banksy.
Banksy. It was Banksy. We have
I
5
apologise,
red
Racing
Racing
Pod.
points too, and we are on the way. A very good start of Bullet Boy. It looks like he has the faster one.
Oh, there's
Oh, there's
contact.
a crash. Don't know what happened there. It
Oh,
was a Haas.
a bit of contact. There was just they come together. It was just slight side-by-side contact
Oh
between Jay
no!
Fletcher.
And Thomas spun out Bullet Boy. Oh no, okay, that was lag or something then. A
Yeah,
lot
that
of
seemed
people
like a bit of
retiring or
lag.
leaving, I think. I hope the session won't be down through to lag, but we have Thomas very close to Bullet Boy. Will there already be an overtake for the lead? They touch! They touch quite hard there. Eventful start at the top and at the back. A lot of crashes. We already have Gosley gone.
Yeah, TNR Bojan is
But
on
Thomas
the back
tried
of
here,
Fletch.
but no. That you don't have to try it there. That's so dangerous. Here, hold it. Is it gonna wait till the straight line? Bullet Boy still on P1. And right behind
TNR
him,
Bogan
Thomas.
is fighting hard with Jay Fletcher. Great battle for third position, and Jay Fletcher has
We have
lost
yellow
that
and 2 and 2,
position
and that's
bad.
Fletcher. Fletcher is
I
gone.
spun it. He's gone. He's going to try and get it going again. He's got front wing damage, left side of
And
the car,
Chopper,
so we'll pit.
oh! Chopper and Hunter, and that's Chopper gone. And also a McLaren, a Frederick. What is happening? A lot of crashes here. What is happening? Also, Ivan Doom is gone.
Wow, so a very hectic first lap there, and we are on lap 2 out of 13. Bullet Boy leading by 0.2 of a second over TTG Thomas. Then look at this, Bullet Boy is just trying to make his car as big as possible. He's going down a little straight
Yes, but
now.
Thomas is gonna try it once again down the inside. I think he has it now.
Oh, it's a
Already
late
touching again.
move.
But Thomas made a
Luckily.
move. He's trying to switch it around, but he doesn't. Thomas now taking the lead with another.
I'd say that is definitely forcing the move just a little bit there, but brilliant racing from both guys.
It is. They touched 2 times, but now Thomas has made the move. But next lap we'll have DRS. They just have to stay within 1 second of each other. Then there's nothing on the hand. And also, don't forget Jay Bogan, only 6 tenths away. Now we have a gap of 1.7 to chain game.
Jay Fletcher has left the session, so could be the result of the early crash, but we've
And I
still
think
got
that
a
James
great
will
race
go.
ahead.
No, it isn't. There was a yellow flag for 1 second.
So as we go on to lap 3, the top 10 are TTG Thomas leading the race, Bullet Boy second, TNR Jay Bojan is third, Changgang is fourth, NFR Dan Tan is fifth, Hunter 6, TNR Langfeld is 7, 8 Gamey Things, 9 TJ Honest, and 10 DJ Clarkson.
We have a fight taking at the moment between Danton and Chain Game. Danton already in P5, already made up 3 places, while we have yellow in sector 1, that's Bullet Boy! No! What happened there? I think it was with the fight with Thomas. And yeah, he can't control his car. That's gone. That's win gone from Bullet Boy. Very unlucky for Ferrari today. But we now have already Danton in P4. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's following very closely behind Chen Game, but he had a bit of a loss of downforce following the car leading into the last corner, and it just kind of cost him a bit too much time. Going down the hanger straight now, see if he can get a bit of a slipstream, try and position himself better going into the last few corners of the lap. It's
From
just
P3 to P8, everyone's in DRS distance, so that's amazing. Well, we have a 3-second time penalty for Bullet Boy, yeah. Very unlucky race for him.
So we've got third, fourth and fifth all within a second and a bit of each other, following each other through to start lap 4, going around turn 1. They're all probably about a tenth or two between each driver. So they will have DRS, 4th and 5th, and they should be able to maybe attack Chain Gang at the end of this little straight.
I think Chain Gang will be the one, yeah, Bullet Boy retiring in the pit lane. While Dantan is going to the top 3, down the inside of Chain Gang. That wasn't even a fight. He was faster with DRS, with everything.
Oh, he's just had a bit of understeer though during that corner, and Chain Gang had to just ease off a little bit on the throttle, or he'd have been in the back of Dantan there. So maybe he's just got a bit of dirt on his tyres or something, but it just kind of made him a bit vulnerable then.
Oh,
he's gone! Oh, what a... Wow. I've had that happen. It is very disappointing.
How unlucky for him.
Well, I tell you what, if Gamey Things and TJ Honest keep this going and the cars drop out in front of them, they could see themselves start from the midfield going up for challenging for a podium position.
Langfield is on the mediums too. You also have Hunter in P4. That's amazing stuff for him.
Definitely.
Really
is the pressure getting to some of the drivers, or is it just simple mistakes that they're trying to get out of their system before the season starts?
Look to DJ Clarkson, already made up 11 places in 5 laps. That's amazing. We also have Need for Speed taking 10 places.
Hunter is right behind Chain Gang now. He's going to get DRS.
It really looks like Chain Gang is struggling.
Yeah, he's getting a lack of traction out of the corners now as Chain Gang, and it's opening them up to Hunter in 4th, who's going to try and challenge.
Is there a position choice between the Red Bulls? Yeah, not yet. They're still side to side. Now Chain Gang is on the inside, and he
there's
crashed.
Contact. Oh, and then he's crashed into the McLaren.
And that's gone. Chain Gang is out of this race. What is happening this race?
Wow, that is
how many accidents.
Craziness.
And Hunter at the moment is in P3.
Gamey Things in P5.
He is Gamey in P5, and he is very close to overtaking Langfield. If he can stay very close here, he has the DRS. He can make a move then.
He's just lining himself up. It looks like Gamey Things got better traction than Langfell. Let's just see if we can see if Gamey Things can do it. Yeah, he's going to make it look easy, but let's see what the McLaren can do.
Yeah, he's not really defending it. He's going into the pits, Langfield. He's going onto the softs now. James Hook in P9. That's amazing stuff for him.
Yeah, and he's putting pressure on Need for Speed too.
He's putting an amazing race at the moment.
Banksy is 3 seconds away from the top 10, but he could really try and push a little bit, or try and pit now and get onto the medium tyres, because it looks like the softs may be losing their grip now.
I think that's a possibility. Who do we have in a close fight at the moment? I think the closest fight at the moment is Proliver fighting for P5 with that's him gone.
Lost it.
What is happening today? Everyone is just losing their cars, touching with each other. Fight between James Hook and Need for Speed? No, he's too far away. Oh, but Need for Speed's made a mistake. There's P7 for James Hook. Can you believe it?
He's on a special drive today, especially with some of the drivers making big mistakes. So it could be a podium drive. Let's just see. We've just over 6 laps left to go of the race.
And Chain Game has left. Yeah. We see the top 3 drivers were doing amazing, while we have Thomas in the pits, and we also have Hunter going into the pits. So we now have Jay Bogan leading this race, the Williams. Also Gamey Things is going into the pits.
So yeah, everyone is now starting to realise as the softs are going off, they need to switch to the mediums. And try not to drag it out as well, because if you're on bad soft tyres, you're going to lose more time than you can make on that outlap on fresh tyres.
It is. Well, we have a 5-second penalty for Need for Speed. That won't help him in the fight between him and James Hook. James Hook now in P5 with the pit stops made. He is doing an amazing job.
Brilliant. He's done 6 laps on them softs. So let's see what James can do. He's probably got another good lap in him.
We have, I think, quite a close fight between Banksy and Frederick. Oh no, that's just them pitting. And Banksy has disconnected, so he isn't really driving, he's ghosted. Just as Chopper and Racing Porch. We have Hunter in DRS range of Chanas. Maybe that can become a fight.
Same with Banksy's, within well, it's just gone over a second, 1.2 seconds behind NFR Dantan. They're both chasing Fredericks for the last points paying position in 10th position.
We have Jay Bogan in the pits. People that still need to pits are DJ Clarkson, Proliver, James Hook. We also have Banksy that needs to pit and Chopper, but Banksy and Chopper aren't really driving. They are ghosted, so they won't be counting in the total standing.
Okay, so on board I am with TTG Thomas. He's going through the last few corners of the lap. He's made his pit stop. He's on the mediums now. Is he going to be able to jump into first position? We'll see what's going to happen.
I think he should be in the first position. Will he be in front of G Bogan? Yes, he will.
He's going into turn 1. Yeah.
Easily in front. James Hook still going. Where can
James Hook there. 7 laps on softs now.
Podium position. I think that's very good for himself. He knows he isn't gonna secure this, but he knows he did it. But he also needs to know these tires aren't good anymore.
Exactly, but he's given it a heroic drive on them tyres. They must be feeling pretty bad now. Hunter, he's got DRS, he's in 5th position. He's under 0.6 of a second between him and TJ Honest, who's in 4th position.
A little too far now.
Well, James Hook looks like he's discovering the softs, going off really bad, struggling for traction as well. The car is swirling. So TJ Honest, he's on the soft. Oh, look at that. James Hook cannot carry any speed through the fast corners.
I think he's going to lose 2 positions at straight here.
Yeah, TJ Honest's got to just keep it cool, wait until he gets on the straight, but he's got to slow himself down, which is going to make him vulnerable as well to Hunter.
And
Hunter could get a double pass.
The good thing for Chanas is he has DRS. If James is smart, he just let him go. That's the smartest thing he can do. He hasn't the pace of these guys, and he needs to go into the pits on the medium tires. We have Chanas now in P3. So Hunter lost the position with a pit stop.
Hunter very close to the back of TJ Honest there in 3rd position.
Yeah,
going to go over the lap 10, lap 9, apologies, lap 9 going into turn 1. And follow TJ Honest quite closely through these first few corners, and when he gets to that first DRS point, he wants to be within this distance he is at the moment, which is about 0.2 of a second behind 3rd place.
He has to do it on this straight, I think.
Here we go, DRS will be activated.
You have so much more overspeed if you have DRS here. He doesn't have any DRS left though.
Oh, he's done a great move there. That was well done by Hunter.
Also, the difference of 4 lap old softs between 2 lap old mediums is maybe paying off.
Yeah, that's true. It just shows different strategies now, because you've got the top 6, there's 4 on the mediums, 2 on the softs, so could be interesting to see what's going to happen. I expect the soft tyres should last, but they will probably drop off on the last couple of laps of the race.
I think they will. Will Jonas have the pace to maybe try and take those 3rd place back?
Oh, Fredericks has had he's had a messy corner and he's crashed, and Dantana's now gone into 8th.
Do we have a fight for P3? No, we haven't.
So TJ Honest is 0.4 of a second behind 3rd place Hunter now. Really close battle for the final podium position. Let's see what TJ Honest can do. He's lining himself up really well behind Hunter, trying to follow him as close as possible, so when he gets to the first, gets to the next DRS point, he should be able to try and reel him in a little bit more.
That won't be easy.
Here we go now, he's going to get the DRS activation.
Yeah, Hunter is going to take the DRS of the left guy too, I think.
Well, let's
Yes,
see.
he
Yes, you're
has.
correct. Oh, well done there.
Ferry gets a
So
5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's taking
that's not
second
helping
pit
him. He's
stop.
having a terrible race
Yellow in
after
sector
just
3,
spinning out.
who is gone off. I think it was Need for Speed going quite slowly. But it's gonna be an easy victory for Thomas if it stays like this.
Yeah, definitely. He worked hard in the first stint on them softs, and it's paid off for him handsomely. He's 8 seconds in front of second position, but TJ Arness is really trying to chase
He
Hunter
is.
down now.
He wants that podium.
Here we go, going on to the long straight with
Is he gonna have the
DRS
better exit now?
activated. Hunter is still just pulling away a bit.
Now he's gonna get closer. Is he gonna try it? Down the outside? Down the end? No!
That's not
Just
opening
too
the
far
door.
away.
Hunter's positioned his car beautifully there. He's
Hunter
trying to
is
hold
a
off.
great driver. I know that. I practiced a lot with him. He really can have pace if he wants. He really can defend the position. It's not gonna be easy for Jonas. Also already on 6 lap old soft tires. But it
So we're
looks
on
like in the
lap
corners he is
11.
faster. But he
Yeah,
can't make the difference on the straights.
Hunter's also got good traction out of the corners as well, so that's helping him just stay a little bit ahead of TJ Honest.
He always had a better exit. But Jonas has ERS, has DRS, has slipstream, but it's once again too far away to make a move.
Yeah, Hunter is doing some great defensive drive, and it's not always about the attacking drive and what you can do, it's about keeping that position. That is the last podium position, and he wants it.
He surely wants it, and I think they both want it.
Definitely.
Oh, that was a
near
close
contact.
one. That was a very close one.
So 2/10 of a second
Nah,
between
he is
third
really
and
on
fourth.
his back. Unbelievable how close this is. But
Yeah,
again,
look.
I think Hunter will have the better exit.
He did. Let's see. I don't think TJ's going to get anywhere close. Maybe.
No, he isn't.
No.
He is
Yeah.
coming closer at the end, but it's always too late. That really makes
It's
a
just
difference.
it's great placement by Hunter.
It
He
is.
knows he's aware of his car and his surroundings and he's placing it perfectly.
But
It's also good driving from TJ Honest. Yeah, it's too late now in the race, but
only 1 lap remaining.
he's just got to keep going and hope them softs can keep him in the battle for that podium position. But he's gone.
No, it isn't.
He's gone. What a shame.
There goes a P42.
Look at that. Gamey Things is fourth.
How unlucky.
Gamey Things is now. He's 4 seconds behind third place, so Hunter can take it easy now and try not to make a mistake like TJ Honest did just then. That was shocking to see that battle end that way, but great driving by both in the lead up to that.
It was a great fight. Now we're looking to Thomas, who will have a race victory. I think in Lewis Hamilton style. Just easy.
Dan Tan is 8/10 of a second behind DJ Clarkson. Looks like he's got better traction out of every single corner. He's catching him, and he's going to go round the fast corners to start the little complex of Sector 2 leading onto the hangar straight. So let's see what we can do. He's 7th at the moment. DJ Clarkson is 6th. It looks like Dan Tan's on the softer tyres, 7 laps old compared to DJ Clarkson's mediums of 4 laps old, but
very close.
he is closing him in.
It's quite far away, but he is gonna try down the inside.
Ooh,
that was
so close. Great driving by both there.
Well, the Ghost of Racing Porch taking on a pit stop. Okay then. It's not like it's last lap or something.
Here we go. I think DJ Clarkson may have just pulled enough out to not be bothered by the first DRS. So TJ Thomas is on his final lap. He's
Jay Clarkson with a bad corner there. Job. Maybe we can get a fight here before we go to Thomas. Finishing the race. No, it's too far away for Denton. He has to hope that he has a good sector 2. The sector Thomas is already gone. He is gonna win this testing race. Well, we have yellow in sector 3, and that's Need for Speed, I think.
Yeah, Need for Speed is in the gravel, approaching the race, but TTG Thomas is gonna claim a dominant race win.
It is an amazing victory for the Silver Arrow here at Brittain. Victory for Thomas. 12 seconds ahead of his main contender with the fastest lap. Wow! Unbelievable
Just adds
job.
a better gloss to the finish there. A great job and a show of dominance with that fastest lap too.
Jay Bogan in P2. Very good job. And then we have maybe the biggest surprise of today. Hunter is securing the podium. Very good job for Ben. What a job, mate. P3 for him. Gamey Things in P4. He was quite close at the end.
Gamey Things, I think, driver of the day for me, Gamey Things, because he started midfield and he drove well. Oh no. Well, that just voids my input
James
there.
Hook lost it once again. He was doing an amazing job and now he lost it. That's so unlucky. P11 he was. That's an amazing job of him.
And Ryan Van Doon just crosses the line to complete the top 10. As Fredericks is just about to go down the straight. He's a long way away, but he had an instant in the race where he had to repit. But overall, a good race from everyone through the field.
It was a very good race, a very eventful race. I don't think I saw so many people spinning and crashing in a 25% race.
And the weird thing was, it was spins caused by their own hand.
It was.
There was so many mistakes, but maybe it's best get them out of the system now. I'm saving mine up for the races. I'm not silly, I need to end some races early if I'm struggling.
This was an amazing race once again. For the third time in a row we saw some amazing battles and an amazing winner. Unbelievable to finish your last lap with the fastest lap.
Yeah, that
really,
is definitely
really well
it's a sign of a good driver going into probably a great driver with more wins under his belt to come.
It is. Thomas wins this race with the fastest lap. Even 2 seconds faster than the TNRG Bogan in P2. Hunter finishes in P3, unbelievable result for him. Langfield in P4, Gamey in P5, DJ Clarkson in P6, Denton in P7. John is in P8, Proliver in P9, Ryan Van Doom in P10, Frederick in P11, James Hook in P12, Banksy in P13, Need for Speed in P14, Chopper P15, Racing Podge P16, Chain Game P17, Bullet Boy P18, Fletcher P19, and Gosley P20. What a race it was!
Yeah, it was a great race from start to finish with lots of incidents throughout, mostly driver errors, but it just shows you how the race can change. It doesn't matter where you start on the grid, you just got to keep carrying on and you might get your chance, your opportunity. Look at Gamey Things, yeah, he crossed the line in P4, done a great drive, but with penalties got pushed back a little bit, but it just shows you midfield on the grid doesn't matter. Push hard in a race and them points could be valuable come the end of the season.
It is. I want to thank all the viewers to watch the stream once again. We saw an amazing race. I want to thank you, Adam, for an amazing commentating session, mate. It was awesome to do it with you.
I appreciate that, mate. It was a great race and a great event, and it was a pleasure doing it alongside you. I'll hand over to you to sign off. I appreciate it tonight
very much. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing night. I hope you have an amazing second part of your week. I will see you tomorrow for the last test race. Then we have a week of nothing on SFR. But then the week of the 27th we'll be starting Season 6. Don't miss it, guys. Thank you for watching, and it's out for us. Bye bye.